Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, everybody, the Bloodmoon Estate. I don't know if I'm not 100% sure that I haven't said welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2 on accident through this series. I feel like I might have already. Did lose another character last time, as I was just telling chat. Q Branch fell to the Siren last time, but did manage to resurrect somebody as well in the form of Joe Gamer, so no harm, no foul. Full stagecoach here. I would very much like to get another man-at-arms, but still pretty hesitant to spend the last for the final hero barracks upgrade. It's pretty pricey, especially when we got things like the blacksmith and the guild that we're still looking to upgrade instead. 4 deeds away from level 3 weapons. I think that calls for another antiquarian run. I am concerned about the week limit as well, though. Like, we've been spending a lot of time trying to build up our economy lately. I'm not exactly sure if we can afford to do that. I still want to. Don't get me wrong. I feel like maybe I want to go activate some infected corpses here. Got some really nice new trinkets from the last run as well. Can't forget that. We had a pretty sweet payoff in the form of the legendary bracer and Dismas's head. Looking a lot better now in that regard. But let's see if maybe there's a team that we can put together here that I think would be capable of an easy wheeled run. I think Joe Gamer fits pretty well for that. I wouldn't mind throwing JJ in the mix here as well. Maybe Hedo gets back out there. And I feel like a Flagellant would fit really well here too. Let's get Dapper Dogman in the mix, and then we got some stress healing, some normal healing, and pretty much everything else covered fairly well. Stress healing we do need quite a bit of right now. These 3 from last run, the Siren fight, are still feeling pretty nasty, so we'll get them fixed up. Silvertooth over to the bar. Oh, never mind. What's your limitation here? Only will drink. Okay, so probably not about to upgrade the bar for extra slots. Just leave that be. He'll be fine for now. Resurrected Hero does lose all abilities and reset to 0. Yeah, so we got to build Joe back up from square one. Oh no, apparently he keeps his unlocked abilities. I should probably go ahead and take him with a survivalist as well. I feel like we have enough money at this point to afford some camping skills for these guys, not to mention, let's make sure that I've got their blacksmith stuff and guild stuff upgraded as well. This Flagellant's looking pretty good already. The Redeem upgrade may be worthwhile. It's not all that significant. I think I could honestly hold off on that. Additional bleed resist from that, yeah, not exactly a top priority. Yeah, these level 2 upgrades, man, they're usually not all that meaningful. Things like this where you can guarantee a flat 3 instead of 2 to 3 is decent, not to mention plus 4% healing received is pretty good, especially when that stacks. But, yeah, a lot of them, when you're talking about just like getting an extra 10% damage and 1% crit chance versus marked targets, I don't know. It's probably worth the 200 gold. I don't know why I'm being so stingy, especially now that I just said we have a decent economy, but the best way to keep that up, I suppose, is to limit the frivolous spending. It's just like real life. Well, in that case, I guess we'll just go ahead and send these guys. No anti-Q this time around, but hopefully we can get a decent town event out of it. Let's do it. Off to the wheel. Set the trinkets. Tanky boy up front. Give him the max HP, and I think I still have a health stone. Ooh, we get a recovery charm too. Interesting. That's cool. Oh, we have the chip tooth. That's right. I was gonna say I could have sworn I had a better option for him. Recovery charm's a fun one though. Can be really good for tanks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give the maximum damage. Just give him his own head. That's got to be the play here, right? Loses a little bit of damage and speed, but plus 45% damage here is going to be outstanding. Obviously, the massive hit to his stress received there too, but definitely feels like a good idea to me. I could have sworn we had something specific for you as well. I wouldn't mind the extra crit chance on the first round for the Arbalist. That seems like a good way to try to mitigate the stress done to the Highwayman. And then let's give him the extra bleed skill chance here too. Let's make sure he's got his bleed skills equipped. We're going to go with the Ballad Inspiring Tune combination. We got the right stuff up here, including the Blind Fire. You're going to rock the duelist with the point blank, maybe? That seems like a decent idea this time around. Then mostly focused on the melee skills. And then our flagellant's got himself exsanguinate in the endure. Probably going to rock the redeem instead this time just to be a little bit safer. Sounds good. Let's do it. Hit the wheel. Bring all the food. A few extra torches this time. A couple of shovels. And we'll do one of each or two of each of those guys. Seems good. Always a bit rough with the limited inventory early on with these missions, but this does mean that if we can find these quest locations, then we can get a free slot from that too. All right. Seems good. Let's do it. The routine start of the dungeon coffee sip.
Excise the fungal tumors, and the land may yet live.
Man. Every time. What's funny, too, is we've had probably like 3 wheeled runs so far, not even that many.
Welcome back.
And I swear every time someone in chat is like, bring another shovel. And I'm like, we don't need another shovel. And then immediately we need another shovel.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Hiro-san. Thank you for the 14 months. Welcome on back in. Bear hugs. Appreciate that very much.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
That's how they get you. You always need one more shovel than you think. It's starting to feel that way. Very nice to find that this early on. Sadly, gonna have to go all the way to the end of this hall and double back. It's a pretty nasty layout early on. I can dump that for now. I think I'm just gonna have to be pretty picky-choosy with what I loot early here. Alright, no stress damage from this squad. Love to see that. 6 to 12 with a pretty high chance to crit for the Arbalist. That's unfortunate, though. Let's go ahead and battle ballad these guys. Let's see how strong we can get this Highwayman to be.
Inspiration and improvement.
I think the Duelist Advance is going to be fantastic here, as his riposte damage is going to be through the roof. Acid Rain / Rain of Bleed, or whatever the hell it's called. Rain of Sorrows. Another excellent option. Love that.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Uranium Dragoon. Look at that riposte go. Oh my goodness, already in love with that, dude. Big time dodges to start this fight off as well, and here comes another kill, maybe? Close to it. Holy shit. JJ. I'm loving what I am seeing so far. Uranium Dragoon, thank you for the 10 as well. Welcome back in. Appreciate it.
Eradicated.
All right, so we got a one-man army here. He's just going to go ahead and kill everything by himself.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
And I don't mind it one bit. Oh, we have 2 extra food. Nice. Yoink. Go ahead and do that. Back to it. The stress mechanic in this game just threw me for a loop. Minus 11 plus 9. Yeah, it's a different experience here when you're dealing with 1 to 100. Flagellant just as good at controlling that stress for us, though. This is a really solid comp, actually, especially with how powerful this Highwayman is. I'm pretty confident rolling with this team. This might even be worthy of an apprentice level boss fight, actually.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
I feel like this squad could very easily take on maybe a hag. It could be pretty good at. A lot of range damage. I don't think I should. Let's just leave that for now. Maybe we'll find another shovel later. Yeah, see, exactly. That's why you don't do that. And this is why you bring another wheel to the shovel. That's what I wanted to say. Those are the words I wanted to use in that order.
The light, the promise of safety.
I'm already not loving this hallway. I really hope there's a quest location at the end of this. Otherwise, this would have been a totally pointless trip. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
A decisive pummeling.
Here's why we wanted to give her
precision and power.
The quick draw charm. Chance to pop a crit there early on. These guys in very bad shape already. I think we can go ahead and just clear out the back line right now. Holy shit.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Oh my goodness. Pile, we have ascended here. The difference a few good trinkets make. This plus 45% Highwayman is out of control already.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I'm very excited about it. 7 to 14, 5 to 10. Let's just slash them up, dude. That'll do it. That'll do it. Stress heal for the road. Why not? I suppose that was probably one I should have upgraded as well.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Among the ones that definitely make sense no matter what your situation. No holy water here, but it still helps us out. It's my favorite Rob Reiner film, A Few Good Trinkets, +2. Okay, thank goodness. I was very concerned this was going to be a totally pointless trip down this hallway. Now, at least, we're only looking for one more down here, and hopefully we can scout from that. No? Okay, fair enough. Torchlight's actually looking like we're doing pretty good here. Go ahead and get this to near full as we make our way back over that way. You know, it would be a really nice quality of life thing. I guess it wouldn't necessarily be viable given that you can have things reappear in these hallways, but if you were like over here in the map and could click this room and just have them auto walk from this point to that point, like going through the rooms automatically, wouldn't that be swell? It's probably not worth the amount of work that that would take, but I'm just going to voice that so that it exists out in the ether. And maybe somebody at Red Hook can snag it and work with it. Alright, well, hopefully the other one isn't at the opposite end of the hallway here. Probably a mod for that, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Gotta keep in mind, this is the mod-friendly one. The mod community for this game has been outstanding. Anybody told what's actually on the experimental branch of DD2? All the other heroes had their paths reworked to be the new style. I did actually peep the Darkest Dungeon 2 experimental patch notes, yeah. And it looks very interesting.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Far and away, the biggest thing I was excited about was the fact that there are new uses for the candles now in the late game, which I have been begging for, and I am very, very excited to see. I think that's going to change things for us a lot. Not to mention, there's now a system for
the ground quakes,
showing off your Infernal Flame accomplishments. So after you've beaten all of the confession bosses, your stagecoach or some element of the UI with the stagecoach has a section added for like emblems or little sigils that will represent various Infernal Flame accomplishments, which is really cool and gives us obviously something to shoot for. So I'm definitely going to get back to DD2 soon so I can get into that.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, big time, Max. Yeah, no, that's exactly why people kept telling me to bring more shovels to this place, because it absolutely has more obstacles than the typical area. I should definitely start actually doing that. Alright, let's see.
Decimated.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Decimated indeed. That's fine. That's especially good. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and take some more stress healing here. And finish you off with a good old-fashioned Arby shot. That's not a problem. Might even give him a redeem opportunity here.
Beyond one's limits.
My goodness, the crit stress heals alone have been fantastic. Go team, go. I'm going to go ahead and top himself off. Outstanding. Outstanding in his field. 28. That's the one. Yeah, we're feeling great here. Right there with the riposte. No? Alright. Wheeled is hardest region in your opinion. I think the Cove is a little bit tougher, but Wheeled's probably a second place for me, yeah. Let's see if I can fix him up just a little bit more. And the rest of them, I guess, too. Why not? door here as well. Nah. Let's just get rid of him. Bye-bye.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Tons of heirlooms so far in this. This has been really nice. This is what I say immediately prior to triggering a redo of my worst run ever. That's all that slimes ever remind me of or make me think of at this point in my life. It's just pure PTSD. Oh, thankfully, no repeat performance here. Mostly just stress healing off that, actually. Thanks, fellas.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Roster of 20 plus heroes and pick me still rigged as hell, I see. Moobot shows favorites, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Someone's pleased the algorithm, I suppose. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping at this point that I'm not gonna have to replace too many more people, because I'm already piling up the bodies over here, man. Oh my goodness, that's just ridiculous. The one-shot crit off the Duelist Advance opens up his riposte, brings this dude a position further up. Holy shit. We're feeling healthy. Didn't even necessarily want to put the mark on him there because he can do stuff like that. What the fuck? Oh my goodness, JJ. Just wrecking shit. One shots galore. 1/5 of the way through our time limit and 1/3 of the way through our number of deaths. This run might take some tries. I think we need to begin to accept that possibility, yeah. It was perhaps a bit audacious of me. Who, me? Never. A bit audacious of me to assume that this would be something that I could just jump back in and do without too many issues. Duelist Advance really is pretty fantastic, yeah. Honestly, probably should have done it right there. I've done a Bloodmoon run, yeah, I've finished a Bloodmoon run. With all the DLC, I'm not sure.
Ghoulish horrors.
100% on that.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
I'll tell you one run I've definitely finished is this run right here, this dungeon run. That feels pretty good. With how much food and the single torch that I still have, I'm gonna get greedy. Very, very greedy. You're getting very, very greedy.
A fortune.
Oh, nice.
Waiting to be spent.
A shovel is extremely helpful. And a scout. All right. Cool. Let's go get those 2 curios. Possibly camp. Camping is a risk, since we may get an ambush. But it'll also be worth it.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I see you. Crimson Court ratchets up the difficulty. Yeah, no doubt. I think it becomes a lot harder with the Crimson Court involved. Got an anti-venom for that. Totally worth it. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear this hall and see if we can get a scout for the next one. Probably go ahead and use our campfire in this room. I think it'll be worth it, and we'll take some significant buffs to prevent total disaster there. We'll just ignore that guy. It's getting pretty dark.
Welcome back.
Guppy! Thank you for the 4 years, Guppy. Welcome on back in. Thank you for the bear hugs for them as well. Appreciate it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I'm getting greedy here.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight. An uneasy companionship.
Oh, we do have bandit sense. Nice. Well, there we go. We go ahead and just prevent the ambush there. Let's go for every rose has its thorn, down to 0 stress, and we're set. Let's go. Easy.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Absolutely take on these last 2 fights. Especially when we surprise attack. And look at this. We got our boy with the plus 20% damage on the Duelist Advance. Redonkulous. Let's even get him a little bit of extra crit chance. Why not? So we can do stuff like that. Acid Rain, which I refuse to change the name of in my brain, apparently.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
How much damage does the Highwayman have now with all those buffs? Well, let's do the math, shall we? My boy's rocking the Eagle Eye, first of all, which I didn't even realize, which is making his chance at getting a crit from the point-blank shot even better. He's got himself the plus 45% damage from the Legendary Bracer and the Dismiss head, and then an additional 20% damage on melee skills from his camping skill. So all of it, I believe, is the correct answer.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
14 to 27 with a 20% chance to crit. Pretty damn good. Refuses to allow me the satisfaction of the riposte kill. Very unkind.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
There's the 2 shovels we needed a little while ago. Torchlight is nice too, that's nice.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Alright, well, we're getting a full torchlight coming in here. No sweat. Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Well struck.
Easy peasy. Her with the crits too, man, has been a powerhouse. This team, I just want to run it back with this team, dude.
Quickens.
This has been very fun. Miss having some of these enemies in DD2. There's always the possibility they get resurrected in a DD2 form. You never know what's coming down the road. The old road.
Destroy.
God damn. Hey, Joe, we actually got you back out in the squad today, I believe. Yeah, you've been rocking. But you are very complimentary, actually, to what is very quickly becoming my favorite squad here.
A singular strike.
And you might have just seen why. Big old buffs. Big damage. Pop them off. Zero stress.
How quickly the tide turns.
I had to say something. Hey, Hyper. There we go. Perfect. We get another battlefield bandage off at the end, too, although I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? See you. Down to 0. My goodness.
This expedition at least promises success.
It sure does, Wayne. You don't even know how much success this promises. Let's go. Huge run. Look at all those deeds. Oh, man, that feels good.
Good fortune and hard work may yet arrest this plague.
Count them up. Count them up individually. Papa Bear is eating. Gimme. Yum. Deeds for breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Oh wait. It's like nom 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 nom. Nah, it's too late. Yummy. Cove Adventurer, Wheeled Tactician, pretty good for Joe. Okay. Let's see what other options these folks have got.
Pallid blight filters its way through the rotting boughs.
Nice.
Let us press on.
Extra experience in the Wheeled next quest. Cool. Just call Bear Mr. Deeds. Yes, sir. Man, I heard they're making a, I think it's Happy Gilmore 2. I'm pretty sure they're making a Happy Gilmore 2. Somebody ought to tell them to stop. Please don't. Even if it's good, man. Don't take the chance. Just let it be a good movie, and that's all it has to be. We don't need to bring that back. Wizened Hag. Additional damage versus stonework. There's already 2 Happy Gilmores? Really? That would be news to me. No, I'm just seeing there's a bunch of, like, it's in development articles being posted right now. 10 ways Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore 2 sequel could actually work, according to Screen Rant. I mean, Sandler's a money printer. Yeah, obviously it's gonna do well. It's just... Come on, dude. You saw Zoolander 2, right? You saw Anchorman 2, right? Don't be like them. I'm pretty tempted to go right back to the wheel with this lot. Oh, the profit wouldn't be bad either. Anchorman 2 was okay. Anchorman 2 was aggressively bad. I'm sorry, I have to disagree. I gave the Anchorman 2 like nearly 3 full viewings. I really wanted to like it. I tried. It's terrible. Can't decide. I guess we do need to speed things up, don't we? And this would be a good way to do it. And we just got the necessary things to upgrade these guys to rank 3 weapons as well. Let's do it. Reduce the cost here too.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the cost of training as well. Go ahead and make make use of those heirlooms we got. Upgrade his skills. Spending all the money. Woo! Battle Ballad. Get the bleed chance up, I guess. Get the RV sniper shot upgrade. I'll take a... I don't think I need blind fire. That's not necessary. Get this. Get this. And then... That's good enough. Level up in here. I guess there's only really one that's gonna need that, huh? Yeah, okay. What's a movie that the sequel did better? That's a good question. That's a more fun conversation. I do hate being a hater, but I couldn't zip my lid about that particular one, I guess. Kung Fu Panda, I love that. Kung Fu Panda's great, dude. Godfather 2, Terminator 2, sure, yeah. I still haven't seen any of the Godfather movies, to be honest with you. There's like a giant chunk of like the most popular cinematic masterpieces that I've just never spent the time with. Nothing against them, I've just never gotten around to it. Doesn't this stick around, Curdy? I thought this stayed until you go back to this region. It does end. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm not really, like, neither of these trinkets are all that good, so I suppose we could go here. This is more deeds as well. Yeah, okay. That's probably for the best then. Let's do that. Top Gun 2 was better than the first. I tried... Are you talking about the brand new one that came out like last year? I tried watching that too, and I just couldn't get into it. I just don't think it's for me. All right, yeah, let's do this. I don't know why I'm stalling so much with these guys. I really shouldn't be concerned. We already have our trinket set and everything. I think we're good to go. Let's just run it back. 3 shovels. And then a little bit more anti-venom, because why not? Let's just over-prepare a bit, actually. Yeah, it is a boss fight after all. Let's not underestimate it. A few more torches. 1 more anti-venom. Cool, yeah, that'll work.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Oh, that was
There
much shorter.
is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. That sucks. My guess is it's right here, though. I'm gonna put money on that.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I will wager a single gifted subscription that the hag fight is right here. You're gonna go bottom right X side? Alright. Locking that in for you. No gifty on the line, but I'll give you credit.
Decimated.
You too, Curdy? Alright. Noted. Little bell just makes me so confident.
The blood quickens.
It's like wearing a good hat. This gives you that extra boost to energy. Yo! Jesus, dude. He's even better now. And plus 15% damage further.
Give them no quarter.
Sheesh. Okay. Here we go. Put 3,000 channel points on. All right, 3,000 bear bucks on the line. He's prepared.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Back-to-back looted packs.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
All right, moment of truth. Here we go. Can do a bet for 2 more options. Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Here we go. We'll do the world's shortest bet. How short can I make it? 30 seconds. Perfect. Yeah, here we go. Which room? Is it top right or bottom right? Predict now. And then we might all be wrong. I should have thought of that before I hit start. Oh well. That'll be funny. Right when it's bottom left. I don't know if I can do 3 prediction options, but well, get your bear bucks in now. And then we'll discover that it is actually bottom left. If it's bottom left, I'll pay to bottom right. How about that? And then that way I didn't sway anybody. No, that's not fair at all. Well, it's screwed. Oh well.
Executed with impunity.
You put all your bear bucks on it. Oh boy. Well, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I think it's top right. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's
Great
top.
is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yup. Yeah, definitely gonna camp here. I'm just gonna double back after we get to the end of this hallway so I can keep the torch light up. No need to endure, right? Yeah.
Be gone, fiend.
Sweet.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay, so no need to use another torch here, and we just back it up. Beep, 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 beep. That's we definitely need a bear back it up emote, dude. Big time. Okay, here we go. Camper time.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Prevent the ambush, give the unparalleled finesse, and then I like restring crossbow too. That's pretty solid. Sweet, easy peasy.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
All right, now to assuage your concerns, here's our confirmation that the hag was top right all along. Never a doubt in my mind. Fuck. Hopefully he's down there. Come on, be kind.
The light, the promise of safety.
That's fine. That's fine. We don't have herbs anymore, I don't think. Oh, we do. Nice. That'll help. Okay.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Never a doubt in my mind. There we go.
Twisted
All right.
and maniacal,
Pay out the bottom right.
a slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Well played. Well played. Here we go.
A powerful blow.
Can't see the quest. Oh, my bad. Thank you. I didn't realize. There we go. There's where I go. Pop.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, is this gonna be the rare she doesn't get a turn fight? I would very much like that. No, riposte. Dodge riposte. Oh, you should riposte that. Come on. That would be so sick.
Precision and power.
We are annihilating her. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's dead. She's dead. We won. Holy Christ. GG.
The wood is still poisoned.
Woo!
The way is still blocked.
Hot damn. See ya.
Less people will be eaten.
That'll work. Less people will be eaten. Yeah, I certainly hope so. Effectively a turn 1W. That is wild. Yeah, this team is out of fucking control, dude. That's why you do the town event. Big ups. Yeah, that is clearly beneficial. Holy shit. I might just run this team back for round 3, man, at this point. Sheesh. What's gonna stop them? Till I can't abuse their power in the early stages anymore. Might be pretty well suited for some veteran runs soon, too. Jesus Christ. Dude.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, later on. Hey, thank you. All right, well, I'm feeling good. I'm liking this a lot. See if we can't top these guys off here. Door is probably worth it. Yeah, might as well. Let's go. Point blank.
Another abomination cleansed from
It's
our
never
lands.
not very satisfying. Golly, that feels fantastic. Oh, like it. Like I'm even worried. Can't split off if you don't exist anymore, bitch.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Bitch. All right, here we go. Torchless run win? No. Even I know not to get that crazy with it. Let's continue to enjoy our advantages for now. And also get pretty greedy with it, as you can see. We got plenty of torches and food, so no reason not to push on, see if we can find some more heirlooms in this place. The worst run trauma is still there. I was just talking about it earlier. Yeah, there's nothing but PTSD drawn from any sighting of slime. Get rid of that shit. Still have a shovel too, right? Yeah, jeez. Basically like we're starting out again here. We got anti-venom for that, absolutely. A little blood, sure. Even got a journal page slot to get out of here. Somebody mentioned this is actually a valid point, that keeping the journal pages in my inventory, if I have the space for it, is nice, since that removes them from the item pool, so we have a higher likelihood to get more valuable stuff. But it is also obviously one of the first things we can drop in situations like this, but we can also do like a holy water here, actually. It's not a bad idea either. Okay, no sweat. Yet another surprise attack, sheesh. Just go for the harvest here.
Obliterated.
Oh my lord, I'm loving the quick draw for her. It's gonna be a dead doggo right there. This guy's having a bad day. Let's see if I can get the one shot up front. Holy cow. And we'll do it. Okay, okay. Stress out of that.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Figure that off at you real quick. He's probably just gonna riposte himself to death, or not. Oh.
Quickly the tide turns.
Yeah, I was a little worried about something like that. Hold on, we're gonna have to go ahead and stall this for a sec. Plenty of bandages to get rid of that. Let's go for a stress heal on you. Journal pages are just for lore. Yeah, they don't have any benefit otherwise. So if you've already played the game, there's no reason to hang on to them. In fact, it would be kind of nice, honestly, if I could just, like, turn them off. I don't know if that's an option, but... yeah, not doing us any good.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
We've got plenty of food here, so I think I'm good to just do that. And no need for a key.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
All right, more than likely just going to go to the end of this hall and probably dip out at that point. I think I need to go all the way back to the other side here for those last two rooms.
As the
He
fiend
is just
falls,
one-shotting
a faint
everything.
hope blossoms.
Holy shit. I installed a mod to make them automatically fill in the entry in the hamlet once you pick them up so you don't have to return them. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Mods, yet again. There's always a mod solution, right? You think the journal pages are cool? They're dope. Yeah, no, as far as being like an element of the lore for your first playthrough, that's pretty sweet, but afterward, kind of like become the candles of Darkest Dungeon 2, where there's not really a lot of point in hanging on to them. Except for now that they've updated that so that there's late game candle usage, which I'm also very excited still for. That is probably going to be enough justification for me to get back to some DD2 next week.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Hang on to the herbs still for now, I think. Yeah. I think we might actually have both DD1 and DD2 on the docket next week, which will be fun.
To follow it.
She just literally can't not crit. It's insane. 12 stress healed on top of that. Sheesh. Do we know what late game usage for the candles will be? They have a breakdown on the website with the patch notes if someone wants to link that. But one that I can remember specifically is you're allowed to, the way that, so like you unlock items using the candles initially, right? And then you would get that item for that run afterward. They expanded on that, so now once you've filled in the altar, you can use candles to roll for a random item from one of those 4 pools of items, like stagecoach items, combat items, inn items, and trinkets, I believe. And you can bring that random item with you in the beginning of the run, and also... oh, god damn it. I lost what I was going to say.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
There's a second element to that, but yeah, that alone is pretty dope. I'm pretty excited for that. I think it's a very smart change. I feel like we requested that specifically, too, so it's really cool that we're seeing it. Reroll quirks, yeah, that's another big one as well. You can reroll quirks with candles, which is helpful in building like a hyper-specialized team. The thing about that, though, is every time you do it, it increases the costs for each roll, so you gotta, keep that in mind as you're spending the candles that way. But I'm really happy that that's going to be a useful resource again. I think that's going to change things quite a bit. Hemophilia for a flagellant is no bueno. We're going to have to fix that.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor.
Already?
But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
What the hell? Shrieker? Dude, we don't even got a champion. I ain't near ready for that. We're just going to leave that on the table for now. Let's see. Ah, yeah, the 8-pounder. Sonorous Prophet still here as well. Additional damage versus the Fanatic. That's a weird one. Alright, let's see. So Dapper's now level 3. Unfortunately, no longer able to stay with this squad in the Apprentice Dungeons. He does need to be committed for the Hemophilia anyway, I guess. So we'll find him a replacement. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that works. We'll get the other one. Although I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. I think I might want to bring out somebody like the Bounty Hunter, maybe our Man-at-Arms. Could be a good fit for this. Yeah, that seems right. Courtyard time? I don't think so. I think we probably want some folks that are like level 3 and 4 for this. The Baron fight is going to be very difficult. 3 Winemakers reserves. What does this do? Is this a town event? I don't remember that. What the effect of that is. Another leper here. Still got a full roster, of course. Let's see. Maybe 13,000 gold as well. I feel like I ought to go ahead and upgrade the furnace one more time here.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
I'm going to do the same with the training regimen. Swap that for some crests and drop the price there. That seems like a good use of the heirlooms. Save us some money. Can't forget we got a blueprint here as well. At some point I'm probably going to want to build one of these districts. I feel like Puppet Theater is a good one to prioritize early on. Sanguine Vintners is very nice too. Maybe I should save up some busts for that, so we don't have to worry too much about the blood anymore. We do have a decent supply still, I believe. I think we have like 5 or 6. But we have 3 folks with the curse, so it's very concerning. Well, I think we got our team still. I don't think I want to mess with these guys too much, and I think we're going to be a lot better at dealing with the 8-pounder. They can handle the Prophet just fine. Actually, you know, either way, they're probably going to be good. Yeah, I don't think we really need to even have a preference here. Let's have him take out the Prophet. No, I think the 8-pounder will be better. I think this team is specifically good at taking out the 8-pounder. Let's do that. And then unequip our trinkets from this guy. Boom, boom. Sort by rarity. Don't need to unequip anybody else. We'll get you the Overture box. Healing received, I suppose, wouldn't be terrible. I don't know if I necessarily need that, though. Quick draw charm would be interesting. Oh, right, yeah, the Toy Soldier. Extra protection is really, really nice. Manslayer, too. I don't know if that helps against the pot. Oh, Manslayer does help against the 8-pounder, actually, because of his companions. Let's head to the guild and the blacksmith again here. I'm going to go to the survivalist with this lot, too. Oh, my. Or maybe not. Wow. Yet again. Kind of hurting on the funds here. Let's see. Trap disarm chance and 4 dodge. No thanks. Bloodied fetish can go as well. Significant upgrade for these guys, at least. But yeah, leave. Things are getting expensive now.
Welcome back.
Emilio's! Thank you very much for the 16 months. Welcome on back. Appreciate the resub. Thank you for the bear hugs for him. Those upgrades are really nice. Additional bleed from these two as well is really good. I think I want to upgrade the Duelist Advance one more time for the additional damage on riposte. Same, I suppose, for the Open Vein. Okay. Thank you for showing him the love, Pile. Appreciate it. Hey, Bruce, welcome. What skills are we rocking with you, man? What do we need you to do here? I think a command would not be a bad idea. Maybe even a bolster as well. Kind of a support man-at-arms here. Retribution. This is a We get the double riposte in this game, don't we? Is that still a thing? I think so. Let's try that. That sounds like fun. And I guess that'll do it. I need to make some more money in this run, too. I have to do another antiquarian run soon, hopefully. That'll do. Hit it.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square. The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
I suppose I prefer the other layout. Oh boy, okay. That sucks. Here we go. More deeds, thank you.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Boss room gambler yet? Nah, at least it's clear this time, I guess.
Be gone, fiend.
So that's just what she does now, huh? She just crits.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
I think she forgot how not to. Also, I'm pretty sure now that the Highwayman being at his amount of damage is a guaranteed kill on these guys, even with the riposte. Or it's like one lower than that, which is just absurd.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Wish there was a Bobcat Goldthwait voice pack. I would get that in a heartbeat. Is there a mod for that?
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Or Gilbert Gottfried. R.I.P. to a legend. Yeah, that would be a pretty excellent fit as well. Sure. That's what we brought it for, I guess.
For a task well performed.
I don't think I really need that much anti-venom against the 8-pounder anyway. Ooh, this could get us some blood. That'd be really nice, although if we get the curse here, it's really bad. Oh, now you decide not to crit, huh? Sheesh.
Annihilated.
Hopefully we can get rid of 2 here. We can't bleed these guys, weirdly. I'm always surprised by that. And then the crush damage is not bad. Stun chance is fairly low there, so see what that does, I guess.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
All right, please don't give us the curse. Please don't give us the curse. I'm begging ya. Thank you. Appreciate it. What could happen, but he's bleeding out. Get the shot there. Can I get greedy with the heal? Yes, I can. Terrific.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
All right. 2 blood. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Outstanding.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay. Just staying relaxed. We're vibing here. This is no reason to panic. But that is the overwhelming feeling this game presents to you, is never feel comfortable when you think you should.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Even though this might be one of those rare moments where I can. Right, yeah, I forgot to do that. Definitely want him in rank 2 for the duelist. crit time? Okay. Maybe command this time. That sounds like fun. Command a battle bell. We'll see what kind of crazy numbers we can get there. So that's a plus 9% crit for everybody. Big additional accuracy bonus as well.
Decimated.
I did the job. AI-generated Biden voice pack. Okay, I'm going to do my best Biden to quote this. Now listen here, Jack. I can't. No, his voice is it's just the sound of struggle. Biden's voice.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Scranton, Pennsylvania accent. Yeah, that's a whole region. That's a whole regional dialect that you'd think I would have picked up a little bit having lived in Massachusetts. Although they've got their own, certainly. Yeah, it's a little bit different, isn't it? Someone paid Gilbert to read out the names of the original Mortal Kombat character names and use those clips in a metal cover of the song from the movie. That is outstanding. That's doing God's work.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Biden's basically an AI shitpost generator anyway. Not wrong.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
If you can rely on him for anything, certainly that. I guess I can do this. Ugh. I don't need bandages. Incoming bleed immediately. Got a shovel though. Certainly do that. Oh, damn. Big payday from the shovel. Okay. Do that. And the citrine. Yeah. That's a familiar feeling, dumping the citrine. I'm lucky to not have the Boston accent living here forever. Elisa's been watching Cheers lately. And we're big fans of the way that the Cliff character says Norm's name. Nam. Vietnam. What are you doing over there, Nam? Ah, come on now, Nam. Take it easy, Nam. I'm pretty happy I didn't end up with too much of that either. Oh, we don't have to get into that, please, for the love of God, retirees. I know we're adjacent to that, talking about AI Joe Biden. We're very much not getting into that, though. That is not it's not a fun one. We bare belly slap away from that topic is what we do, as to deter any possibility of it coming to pass. Please and thank you. Yeah, we're doing real good here still, aren't we? Goddamn.
The ground quakes. Obliterated.
There's a safety pivot. There we go. I like that. Now, let's not get into food yet. We can avoid that for a little while still.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
But I also want to avoid the AI conversation, because that's also unfortunately likely to get into some...
A blazing star is born.
Some defeatist mentalities. We don't need to do that. We're gaming.
Eradicated.
What's your favorite sound the madman makes, chat? Type it out in chat right now, and I'll read them. I mean, Squid Punish is up there, obviously, but he's got a few more good ones.
Masterfully executed.
The double riposte! Love it when the madman goes...
Reeling.
That was more like a scratcher, actually. That was this dude. Madman sounds kind of like a Squidward to me. Who is the SpongeBob SquarePants of Darkest Dungeon?
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And then also, who is the Patrick Star? Who is the Mr. Krabs? Who's the Larry the Lobster? Who's the Sandy Cheeks? Who's the Bubble Bass? Probably like the Hag, right?
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
How convenient, buddy. Mr. Krabs is the man-at-arms. I'm ready to kill the pounder. I don't know why I gave Mr. Krabs SpongeBob's line. Come on, Bear, you've seen the show. Leper's Larry the Lobster? Larry the Leper? Yeah, I can get down with that. Oh, hi.
The twisted faces of the damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
How you doing? Wasn't expecting to see you here. This'll be fun. This is Mr. Krabs? Yeah. That does make sense.
And purpose.
Constantly trying to collect wealth. Yep, absolutely. Mr. Krabs is Randall because of the kleptomaniac. Oh, yeah, okay. Strong argument. Hot that feeling it now, Mr. Collector. That's very good. Let's see here. Let's just snipe the boy. Yeah, it seems pretty nice. Don't we have a literal Mr. Krabs in the code? That's a fair point, too. You're not wrong. We do have a big old crab in there. Double riposte! Big damage. Occultist is obviously Squidward. That, yeah, with the level of confidence you stated with is certainly contributing to its case, but I can get with that too. Bonk. Nah, you take that back, actually. That's for you. Bleed him. Hey, Rainy, welcome. Oh, there we go. That's sorted. A little heal at the end, maybe?
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Thanks for the trapezohedron, dude. Appreciate it. All right. Into the hall here and back it up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. You're good. You're good. You're good. Sides of the ship are scraping off. You're good. You're good.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
All right, prevent that ambush. Let's see here. Probably go with the same stuff. The unparalleled finesse still really strong here. Restring that crossbow. Sick. Send it.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Got the hunger for the, or got the food for the hunger activation here. Torchlight's looking good. All the skills sorted. Let's do it.
A marvel of technology. An engine of destruction.
Oh, the Collector's the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, that's good. I like that. A Sodden Crew is like literally Davy Jones, right, Lead? I think, yeah, actually.
Back to the pit.
So there's a good connection.
Destroyed.
Yeah, that's a good start. Feeling confident here.
Impressive.
Let's get a double riposte going up front. Stress is low. Very nice. Turn this cannon into a cannot. Oh, +2. No notes. Phenomenal. Cut him up. Frick this. Cut him up. goes. RB with another one-shot here. Oh, you're gone. Sorry, pal. That was a mistake. Not that time.
One falls.
Not that time. Sorry. Oh, you poor thing. You're gonna need more friends than that. That ain't gonna do it. There's crits on crits on crits here. Up to a plus 12% crit chance.
Executed with impunity.
One shot and everything. Retribution back. Can even command here. I haven't even done that yet, have I? It's getting even better. Goodbye. What would the inchoate flesh be then? The Alaskan bullworm. Ah, keyboarder. Ah, look at that. We're all on the same page. We all know our SpongeBob. Ah, all right. Oh, that's not the... Okay, that's fine. Easy peasy so far. We got our full buffs now for plus 17% crit, which is ridiculous. Redonkulous. Just keep stacking that, I guess. Why not? Plus 21, plus 25% crit.
Precision and power.
50-50 shot is bonkers. Bonkers.
A decisive pummeling.
It was an Alaskan bullworm. Why don't we take the estate and push it somewhere else? Ancestor should have thought of that.
Well struck.
I can do a decent Patrick. It's one of my few. That and Scooby-Doo's laugh. All right. Let's finish the job.
The blood quickens.
Let's get out of here. It's been fun and all. We got other business to attend to. Bye-bye.
The brigands are undone. Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
No sweat. Not a problem. Off we go. Oh, yeah, we're out of here. Oh, who's Muttley? Oh, that's the dog, right? Oh, yeah, the little, like... Yeah, no, that's a good one. I like that.
I can do a good meat rod, too. Meat rod from, Aqua Team. This is up here. You just picture me like a big old meatball. Let's start that.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Meatwad was also Stitch and Golem. Or Gollum. Wait, hold on. That's like... That dude's like a pretty prominent voice actor, isn't he? Or actor in general. I didn't know that. That's cool. Who plays him? I forget his name. Oh, it's the same kind of voice. Okay, I was gonna say, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, Gollum's up there in that register too, for sure.
Stupid fat hobbits.
Alright, let's see. The rabies on him now. Get the Black Plague, obviously. Got to get rid of that on Joe. No, thank you. Don't think we're doing too bad otherwise. Got a little bit of blood out of that run as well, so we're not doing too bad with the curse either, which feels really good. That's a relief. So we could knock out one more, I think. Although we are going to have to swap the party finally. These guys have leveled up too much for their own good. They're going to be a great set to go back to in the future. For now, let's see about maybe getting some of these lower level guys in the mix. Maybe a bounty hunter, actually. Yeah, we haven't brought too many of these guys out. In fact, maybe a double bounty hunter run with an occultist. That could be fun. There's not a lot of great dungeons available here. Ooh, we get the Sonorous Prophet with the focus ring, too. I think I ought to go ahead and do something like this, but I feel like I need a slightly better composition than what I've got right now. Let's probably bring a Crusader out for that. And then, what else could we do here? I suppose that's pretty good. Bounty Hunter in rank 3 I don't love. I think I'd rather go with like a Grave Robber. A little bit more blight in there, maybe. I can't remember if the Prophet can be blighted, though, but she's a good source of damage anyway. That seems pretty good. Hellboy Troy.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much for the resubscription. 33 months on the pile. Welcome back. Bear hugs, please. Hard to say goodbye to the old Stardew farm. I'm having a good time with a fresh start here, although I guess this is my first fresh start, so I would call it a fresh start. I'd recommend it. It's been good for me. I think for the resub as well. This is a significant upgrade here to get the protection up on him, and we'll take the smite for the unholy damage as well. This Grave Robber is probably... I could see her doing a couple of lunges, actually. That's maybe not a bad idea. I'll upgrade the flashing here as well. Get the blight resistance lowered there. And... I do keep forgetting to go to the survivalist, but I suppose we really don't have too much more money for this. The command upgrade's probably worth it. Stun chance on the rampart's worthwhile too. Additional protection from defender, but I'm not really doing that all that much. Level 1's got no bleed or blight resist. Oh shit. Well, in that case, well, I'm probably not going to change the composition all that much, but that's good. Survivalist. Let's get some camping skills unlocked. Ooh, weapons practice. I forgot about this one. Outstanding. Plus 10% damage and 8% crit for the whole squad. I'm going to upgrade the survivalist, I think, one more time and see if I can get this a little cheaper here. That's a lot of busts, though. I don't know. I guess I could just do this. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Yeah, let's do that. Saves us a ton of money. Zealous Vigil prevents the ambush. Okay. Oh, we have Unspeakable Commune as well, that's right. I don't want to spend that much more money, though. Yeah, I already spent a ton. I could probably sell a couple of things here. Move Amulet's not all that fantastic. I don't think I need 2 quick draw charms. I think I'd rather have the gold right now. And then, honestly, this is probably not going to be all that useful either. I guess I can equip this on these people in the camp, and I think that works. I'm going to sell the Sculptor's Tools as well. I don't need the damage against stonework. That's way too specific. Hey, Zen. So far, so good today. We're kind of killing it today, actually. We knocked out a few bosses already. Probably going to try to take out the Prophet here. Get a focus ring, maybe? That'd be really nice. So far, so good. Additional melee damage here. If I can keep this guy at full HP, he actually gets a plus 20% damage buff. So definitely want to try to get some mark going on the man-at-arms up front. I'm going to be trying out the patch for DD2 next week for sure, Zen. Yeah, I took a look at it, and I'm excited for the changes. Let's get real greedy with her. Plus 40% damage on the Grave Robber looks really nice. And then... do I want to maybe just... no, let's give him this as well. And then... less stress on the Occultist. We'll do the Quick Draw Charm on him as well, so we can maybe get a pull forward or something. And then let's make sure we've got our Camping and our other skills sorted here, too. Go to a bulwark this time around, I think. I probably need the inspiring cry still. Alright, off to the ruins we go again. Let's do it. Boom, and then boom. I have been bringing the full 2 stacks of food, haven't I? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that again. Holy Water's here, a couple of keys. What week are we on? I believe 30? 25. So, doing pretty good here, actually. Knocked out a few bosses this time, so I feel better about our pace. That seems good. Send it.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
Uh-oh.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just like to prove to you guys every now and then that I can count. Just trying to represent the streamers. We're not all illiterate. Just most of us. And even I'm faking it. Also, that's not what illiterate means. Don't worry about it. I'm a streamer. I'm infallible. I always say what I mean when I say it.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Gimme. Did you know there's a condition that makes all numbers look like 4s? It's called foresight. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get out of my sight.
Another one falls.
24-hour ban permanent.
Give them no quarter.
I'm just mad because I didn't think of that. Yep.
Soothed. Sedated.
Alright, so I suppose I am going to have to be careful about lunges.
Be gone, fiend.
Ooh, nice.
The match is struck.
Yes, please.
A blazing star is born.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Mm-hmm. This is herbs, which I don't have again. Thank goodness. Oh. I did not realize these could show up here. That's just going to reveal... This is just an egg that's going to hatch and turn into vampire boys, but I could do that. It's worth it to get blood. Despite the risk. Could always use more blood. Well, it's going to be a little harder to kill these guys quickly. That's a very good start, at least. Flashing a lot there. Okay, that's good. Oh, right. Could possibly get an invitation from this, too. That's a really good point. Oh, come on. Well, let's do this, I guess. Stun, probably. Or not. No, can't do a flashing there, sadly. That's good. Just avoid the thirst, please. No, don't do it. Oh, crap.
Diminished.
Immediately makes it not worth it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's a shame. Yeah, I couldn't get him fast enough there. Oh my god. Well, might as well get the torchlight back, I guess. Let me do a stress heal at the end of this. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. That sucks. Well, looks like we're going to the courtyard a little earlier than expected, huh? Time to visit the Baron, yep. Hopefully didn't decide to apply it to a third one here. Yeah, I gotta be really cautious when we don't have the
Their formation is broken.
second and third ranks available to
Maintain the
target.
offensive.
Get an invitation out of it, though. That's nice. Ah, sheesh. Okay. Whitestone is worth more than the other thing, I guess. I'm gonna say I don't need the key. I hope I'm right. The vintage doesn't seem so bad now, does it? Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, shit. Come on, man. Why are you missing everything? Oh, she's still stealthed? What the hell?
Eradicated.
That's pretty sick. Okay. A little retribution, maybe finish him off. Close to it. Big smite coming. There's a lot of stress. I'm gonna try to fix her up. Nice. That's fine.
The horror.
And booyah. Damn. Oh, man. I might have wanted to give her the Arya box, actually. Well, I might switch them, in fact, now.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
He is being targeted very rarely. She doesn't necessarily need all of that damage. Right now, anyway.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright. Still just got the inspiring cry here anyway, so might as well do that. Crush them.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Big payday again. Okay, let's take these over that, I suppose. Swap it back. Give these guys a trinket swap if I can. I think I can, right? Yeah, if I do this. And then this, and then that. There we go. And then hello.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Have I learned? Nope. Sure haven't. Careful, an invitation? Join us at the courtyard. It's a bunch of fun. Oodles and bunches. Let's make sure he dies.
Destroyed.
There we go. Go for this on you. Pretty nice. And then... stun time? Let's go. That's good. She's stealthed, so she can't get the curse. At the very least. He probably can. He probably will. Okay, that's good. Kill you. Only one more. We can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on, Crusader. You know you want to. There you go. There you go, slugger.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Man, that sucks. Alright. Not too bad, though. Hopefully a little more stress healing done. Still got the campfire to stress heal with. These two need to go. You first. So if we pull you to the front, you cannot do your move. Let's taunt so we can hopefully get her to focus him with the stress. Flashing is pretty good, but I should prioritize her. And one shot. One shot.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Retribution kill, possibly. That's fine, too. Target didn't matter, but thankfully that's spreading it out in the way that helps us out quite a bit. Stumbling scratch, even better. Okay. Good thing you kept that key. Yeah, seriously.
Annihilated.
Oh, well. I think it was worth it to make the inventory space. Lunge, please. Thank you.
Decimated.
Now we inspiring cry. Now we try to get a little bit of stress removed. That's pretty high up there. That'll help. Torchlight out of that too. Nice. Good, all good.
The will to fight falters.
Pretty tanky boy here, actually. Man, she's 43 HP. What's he get bonuses from? He's losing health from the curse. That's just his base value? That's crazy.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
All right, it is kind of tempting to pop the camp here just to make some space, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a lot better off if I hold on to it. So let's just leave that money. And then probably whatever's in here, unless it's heirlooms. Nope. All right, yeah, no thanks. Even more blood boys. My God. I really shouldn't. But I probably will. Let's deal with this first, though. 2 down. Sick. Could be a 3 down, but I think I'd rather bulwark. Focus and get our torchlight back. God, that's always so satisfying. Among the most satisfying things, we were having that conversation pretty recently, too. What are the most satisfying interactions in this game? Like a crit heal occultist or a cry havoc that hits everybody in the party. A full whiff blanket fire. Certainly up there. Oh, bummer. Okay. I think I can get away with this.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
HP's fine. Another dodge is outstanding. Just try to get as little stress as we can at the end here.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I've left so much money on the ground in this area. Yet another invitation. They really want me to come to the courtyard, man.
A singular strike.
It's a party, and I'm invited. Crit heal 0 is the worst. That's a bad one. Yeah, that's up there as far as the worst feelings.
A powerful blow.
Everybody gets a bit. Everybody gets a little bit. That's good. No, not great, but better than the alternative, I guess. Let's see if that works. 62% though. I'd rather do this. Okay. Come on, pal.
Precision and power.
There we go. Weirdly, that crit actually didn't help us. I would have preferred to be able to hit the flashing daggers here, but I suppose I could just lunge too. That works. Oh, no, 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 please. Thank you. Holy cow, that would have sucked. Stress heal for her at the end here too.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
There we go.
We require only the strength to follow it.
3rd invitation of the run. Holy shit. Covered on that now, I guess. Having not gotten any before that.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Besides the default one, obviously. Another surprise attack. Outstanding. Let's see if I can yoink that lady to the front real quick. Perfect. Flashing's pretty good. I think I'd rather get a blight going back here, though. And everybody's just gonna kill this lady. There we go. I'm gonna go all in on the stress heals here. See if I can bring these guys down below 30 or 20-ish. Speedy Coral here, okay. Another one of these ought to do it. He's gone. yikes. I actually need some healing done here. A rare instance. The mark going there, see if I can top him off. Get his own inspiring cry coming in here soon too, although I guess I'd prefer to have that on the grave robber, wouldn't I? She's pretty low as well.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Alright, a blank there's pretty good. He turns, no sweat. Stun this guy. Hey, Hakos, thankfully no deaths today. In fact, we're kind of dominating today. It's been very good. Very little concern. Powerful team
Great
comps.
is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Several bosses taken out today. RNG's been blessing us. We got 3 Baron invitations out of this run, so that's nice. We're going to be set for the courtyard for a while. Might even have to head there soon. And yeah, good enough.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Try it out. Hi, King. Mostly just trying to win here. Not really focused on anything else but that. I'm on Bloodmoon, and that's challenge enough for me. Especially having not played in a while. This is insane. Another invitation? What is happening? Alright, that seems safe. Should be able to get the damage here pretty easily. And bonk. Yep, that'll do it. Good lord. Okay, now I do need to be a little bit concerned about the Crusader's HP, though. He's probably going to be bleeding a little bit more here. 1 invitation for each party member, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. No +1s needed here. Everybody's invited. Bringing the whole pile along, dude. Stalling for an inspiring cry or two here, hopefully. Getting very fortunate with those dodges. Decent chunk of HP. She's just gonna go ahead and pop that corpse. My god. Really doesn't like the Crusader. Resistances, thankfully. Clutch. Crushing it, ace. And then stun there. Terrific. Keep this going. 23 now, outstanding. That ought to be him dead. Good stuff. Just yell at everybody. We did it!
Blood quickens.
Yeah! And another one, why not? Why the frick not, dude? And then the other 3. Might as well.
A devastating blow.
You're asking for a curse now. I absolutely am. Yeah, I deserve it. I fully deserve the full party curse here. And I'm not gonna fight it. I would very much like to still avoid it, but I am fully expecting it.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
That's good.
and purpose is made clear.
Flashing daggers here can go pretty hard. Another huge dodge. Hit it. Big kills. Okay. Well played. Oh man, Ace just clutching it up today. There we go. Easy.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Got 4 blood out of this too, which is really good. Extremely helpful. Okay. Backing it up again. Once we clear the rest of this hallway here. Another shovel for that, no sweat. One last group. Oh, yeah, nasty surprise. Well, might as well do that, I guess.
A decisive pummeling.
It's a decent chunk of damage for that move. That sucks. Yeah, he's gonna need some big time stress heals here. We can Rampart and we can Holy Lance, so this isn't all that bad. I don't think he can actually Rampart from the back rank though, so just have to be support for now. Shadow Fade, though, and he'll be able to do something after that. That's nice. Let's see here. So just kill this guy. Oh, I was going to Shadow Fade, right? I just said it. Duh. That's okay. I do forget you can stack the command, too. Holy shit. That plus Jester could end up being crazy good. Ooh, Craving. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that for you now, I guess, and then hit him with the Lance again. Actually, let's do this. Yeah. Totally fine to do that here. And now we do that. Possibly get a little more healing done here, especially if I can stun this guy. Still got our Inspiring Cry, still got our Reconstruction available. Down to 38 stress now is really nice. Big heal, there we go.
Sedated.
That feels better. Oh no! Did they warn me again and I didn't pay attention? I could have sworn they didn't warn me that time. Huh, alright. Not a big deal, at least. I'm still gonna stall. He didn't teach me anything. I refuse to learn. Alright, well, there we go.
Back to the pit.
Nailed it.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I really don't like dumping 1,000 gold. That sucks. I bet we can do this now. Yeah, that seems fine. Open that guy up. God damn it. Leave it. Now the trinket stays because it's worth like 750 to sell it. Although I guess, well, yeah, that is less than 1,000. If we look at it that way, not to mention. Probably would have benefited from those holy waters in the fight, but oh well. Yeah, I guess we didn't really need the extra food, did we? That's a good point.
Furtive and vulnerable.
Should have done that first.
Rats in a maze.
Alright, so we're going to prevent this ambush here. We're going to go for the old weapons practice, and then that leaves us with 3 respite, I want to say? 4. Okay. That means we can do... We can do instruction as well. That's not a bad idea. Additional accuracy for the grave robber could be nice. Ooh. Self plus 15 stress. Companion plus 20% damage. And then we can do Abandon Hope. Or just Encourage, and that would probably be better. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty good. This will be our 4th boss of the day, I think. Outstanding if we're able to do this. Let's go.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Alright, so long as we've got these guys, or defensive folks in those ranks, should be good to go. Not able to pull him, right? Yeah, he's locked in place. Wondering if I want to go pews. I think I might. Let's see here. Let's get a blight going. He does have 0 blight resist. That's fantastic. Okay. Will command here, I think I could go for a retribution, but I think I'm better off with this.
Inspiration and improvement.
Bulwark makes a ton of sense given his prognostication here. Okay. No problem. Oh, easy mode. No worries there. And now I believe we have Defender equipped, right? No, darn. Okay. So that'll be an issue. I don't know why I didn't equip Defender. That would have been way better for this. I just have to accept that then. Maybe it won't one-shot him? I guess is all we're really hoping for now. I can lower his damage further. He's minus 20% damage now. That's not nothing.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Let's see. Okay, that's not bad. That's manageable. Another one on the Crusader is good. I think we have anti-venom? No, we don't. Okay. He's the one that needs it. 9 for 6. Sheesh. Let's see. Occultist is going to heal himself. I think I want to deal more damage to this one. That's huge. Big play from Ace. Very nice. Retribution is pretty likely to get that, and that gives us a riposte up front. Okay. Yeah, I think we're safe to go for the fuse here. Especially now that we can flashing daggers. Oh, right on cue. Alright, obviously he's going to need some heals soon. That's an ideal prognostication. Getting pretty lucky with that. Cultist should be able to heal the Crusader. Let's go for this. Big.
The ground quakes.
Big crit there. Excellent. Retribution to make sure that the mark stays on him. And then hopefully another big heal coming. Great plays. All right, Ace was saving the best for last, clearly. That helps a lot. Big dodge, too. Wow, outstanding. Okay. Dodge the rubble, too. Man-at-Arms feeling fine. All right, that's bad news. He does have near full HP, though. Got another Blight lands for the Crusader, for the Grave Robber here. I'm getting very, very greedy with this.
Masterfully executed.
And I think we're going to be all right. Blight's still kicking. Gets another riposte out of that. Stun is unfortunate. Thankfully resisted it on the Man-at-Arms. Ah, bummer. Okay. No bleed, at least. 21. All right, all right, all right. I don't know how many more of those we can take. Might be time to try to take him out. I want to get greedy, though. I'm a greedy bear. That's me. You know me. Mr. Greed. Can't not do it. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, no bleed. That was what I was most worried about, certainly. No stun? Ooh, rough. Okay. Nice. Bear optimal on the Crusader, though. Okay, that's good.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Clearly need to kill him now. Or at least get our occultist off death's door might be enough, actually. Ooh, that lunge. That lunge! Clutch!
Claims to recognition.
Yes, sir.
At best. In death. They are
Ooh, baby.
ridiculous.
7,500 smackers. Not a problem. Thank you, thank you. We want the Carapace Idol. We could sell that, I guess. It's better than the blood. And then another Blightstone for the shovels. Excellent. Hell yeah. And the focus ring. Perfect. Huge progress today. You on the Man-at-Arms is definitely have to be committed, unfortunately. And it's probably time to head to the courtyard.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Yeah, this is a few too many folks with the curse, I'm afraid. Let's see here, JJ and Defiler with the rabies. No other diseases to worry about at the moment. I'll go ahead and commit Ace to some stress healing in the bar, I guess. There we go. All by his lonesome in there. Greed pays off. Certainly does.
The campaign can wait. For now, carnage calls.
The campaign can't wait, buddy. We gotta keep going. We got one more today. And I think we're gonna go ahead and try to make some progress toward the Baron with our 5 invitations. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and load up our full Crimson Curse squad, huh? That's gonna be Pleb, Okami, Zeit, and who else is gonna come along here? Probably the Axial. Yeah, that seems good to me. Rank 2 is good enough. K9 unit, hell yeah. Nice. Let's get them into the blacksmithing guild here. Spend some of that hard-earned cash. Outstanding. Into the guild with them. Very tempted to try to upgrade this last thing, but I suppose I should probably stay or hold for more portraits and crests and stuff. Swapping them all. They're actually doing pretty damn good anyway. Rank 4. Maybe tempting soon. Take the sniper shot. I'll take the buff to speed on the upgrade there. Lower dodge is nice. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Off to the survivalist, I suppose. Checking on their camping skills. I like therapy dog quite a bit. I'm going to take encourage maybe, although I could probably hold off on that actually. Got another nighttime ambush prevention. Marching plan is pretty good. I think I'd rather have encourage on her though for additional stress healing. I think we're ready, man. We'll take the K9 unit into the courtyard. Hell yeah. Got our tank up front, which we're going to give the overture box and possibly a recovery charm, maybe? I mean, I wouldn't mind having additional healing there. His healing skills don't, or not additional healing, rather additional melee damage, and his healing skills don't matter too much. We have the scouting whistle and the cudgel weight, which is fun. Arbalist is going to get herself a huge upgrade. This is the tried and true, man. This is the old bread and butter, peanut butter and jelly, cookies and cream, focus ring, legendary bracer. Love it. And let's get greedy, man. Fuck it. Let's go crazy. We'll hit him with that. I'll hit her with this. Pretty defensive-minded there. And I suppose damage against the bloodsuckers. Actually, I just realized that. That's a pretty good idea here. In fact, yeah, that's just better than this, isn't it? For this particular situation, it's like this, but without the drawbacks. Explain the reason for bringing a full Crimson Curse squad to the courtyard. I haven't done a Bloodmoon run yet. So it is a little risky because they're going to want blood a lot more quickly. But the main reason I would be doing this, and the main reason I am doing this, is to avoid adding the curse to any additional party members. Because, you know, if you have the curse already, you can't get it a second time. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's risky. Like, I may run out of blood here, and we'd be put in a really bad spot if that were the case. But I'm assuming we're probably going to get quite a bit of blood out of this place. That's usually the case anyway. So I'm hoping it bounces out like that. All right, let's do it. Yes. Bring 3 shovels. I do not remember what the proper provisions are here at all. I'm going to bring all the blood, obviously. I'm pretty sure I need shovels. I don't think you need keys in the courtyard. Isn't that a thing? I don't think keys are used in the courtyard at all. So I might leave those. The only provision you need is courage. Amen. Bear hero, huh? Okay. I suppose it's time to take on the Baron. Or get close to it, anyway. There are secret rooms. Oh, well, in that case. Don't you always have issues with torches? Not in here, thankfully. You don't actually use the torches for torchlight in the courtyard. Only for curios and accuracy bonus if you want it. Alright, then we go.
They would arrive in teeming hordes, adorned in powdered wigs and pretension, seeking to slake their thirst on wine and indecency. As intoxication invariably took hold, innocuous frivolities would escalate to ever more disturbing diversions. Orchestrating the hideous affair was a hunchbacked fiend who seemed to delight in proportion to the suffering he caused. I could have stopped him, I suppose, but I was a slave to my own appetites, and restraint would have rendered me a hypocrite.
I do, yeah. I provide the voice for the Baron, which still makes me so happy to remember.
What games does this diminutive fool play at now?
I'm in it. It's me. I'm in the game. I did the voice lines. I had a voice director on a Zoom call and everything. All right, here we go. I am also the Fanatic, yeah. Fanatic, Baron. I want to say Viscount. I'm pretty sure it's 3. It's kind of funny. I would have to look it up to be sure. I don't actually remember. I'm gonna Google myself. Of course it is, yeah, B-A-E-R-O-N every time for our purposes. All right. Rule can't apply here, right? Although, I don't know. Maybe the rule should apply here. It should apply here. I'm going to say the rule applies here.
And improvement.
Because the odds that we actually get to the Baron with this team in our first go are pretty goddamn low, so I don't think I need to worry so much about holding on to that until the very end. Let's see here. Finish him off.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
According to the wiki, you did do the voice of the Viscount. Good. Okay, cool. Yeah. And like we say voice too, but you know, it's like it sounds. Like the sounds of the Viscount and the Fanatic and the Baron. It's still cool. I'm very proud of it. I think it's awesome.
A singular strike.
Very proud of those sounds. My pulse slows.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, random noises for like the regular vampires too. There was a few like little stray bits like that, yeah. So every now and then, some of these sounds are probably me. Blanda! Welcome back. Bear hugs, please. 14 months. Appreciate the resubscription.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Drag them on back down into the pile, y'all.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Appreciate the support. I'm certainly gonna get as far as I can. Oh, you know, I just realized I need to make damn sure it's critically important that I do not do what I just did. I need to wait until they're probably like withering before I decide to pop a blood, because that blood is precious. I need to be very careful about that. There's a lot of veteran voice actors who mostly do animal sounds and such. Ever since I saw the behind the scenes of Moana, of Alan Tudyk doing the voice of the chickens, never again did I feel any level of like reduced pride
as the enemy crumbles
in this work. Because yeah, he went to Juilliard for that. Damn right he's proud.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I think Alan Tudyk is also just like legendarily good at that. Like people know him as an extremely talented voice actor specifically for animal sounds, on top of him also being a terrific actor. Yeah, it's dope. I love Alan Tudyk, actually. The more I think about him, man, yeah, he's awesome. How do you not love Steve the Pirate? Oh, yeah, that one hurts.
Clarified in a single strike.
That one's scary. Ugh, that's a big freaking bleed. I don't know if I want to bandage that. I think I'm just going to try to Divine Grace my way through it here. Stun him again. I don't think we need to be concerned about that yet, so we're going to go ahead and crit stress heal. Thank goodness for that. I might want to equip Battlefield Bandage. I should definitely equip Battlefield Bandage. I don't think I'm going to need a bullet all that much. There you go. You're fine, you're fine.
A devastating blow.
Reminds me of the one grizzly bear sound effect used in every video game.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
It's the Wilhelm scream of animal sounds. I feel like I always go top with this too. Can't fight the urge though. Big control game, baby. Don't forget Peter Cullen. I believe he did a lot of animal voice acting, plus he voiced Optimus Prime. He might be the most prolific voice actor that is also very talented at making animal sounds. Yeah, like that might be like the cream of the crop.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
I have insane respect for Doug Jones, who I can never recognize as a human, just as monster people. That's awesome. That's a very cool specialization. I've never actually heard of him, though. What would I have heard him in? I probably heard his sounds in something. I just wasn't aware of it. God damn, they are really being mean to her. I'm gonna have to bandage that for sure. Sheesh. It's gonna be death. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck?
Hold fast or expire.
I guess I haven't really been taunting, so they're free to go for the healer, which they ought to be doing, I guess. More power to them. Abe Sapien and Hellboy. Pan's Labyrinth as the satyr. Oh, maybe I haven't heard him. I haven't seen either of those. Nah, this isn't our superpowered Crusader. This is a different one.
Sedated.
I don't know what happened to our other Crusader. I guess no, he's just chilling in the hamlet. I guess. I think he's level 3. I can't remember if he was like diseased or something.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I really didn't want to do that. I really should have brought more food, too. Why the hell did I only bring 12 food? That was dumb. That was a mistake. Love the blood, though. That's really good. Yeah. Okay. Yikes. That sucks. Oh, I forgot to swap to Battlefield Bandage 2. I really need to do that next time I get the chance, because clearly they don't want the Vestal to be alive. Like, what is happening? This is ridiculous concentration on the part of the enemy. It has been nothing but Vestal the entire time.
A momentary abatement.
Let's see here. I'm going to Holy Lance that Skeeter. There we go. And Blind Fire, at least an option here. Okay. Works. Talk about rolling out the red carpet for guests with an invitation. I guess if you mean or if by the red carpet you mean a giant streak of our blood, then yeah, seems like it. I better just move back here. This seems bad. Bulwark works pretty well here too. And just top yourself off or try to, man. They're being so mean to you.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
Yeah, a lot more stress from that too. Oh my God.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, we can bola here. Might as well use that while I've got the option. Let's He's looking fine. That's unfortunate. That means he's gonna have to do one of the less effective moves. Might as well get the bleed going, I guess. Don't skip turn. I need you to heal. I need you to heal. Don't do that either.
The wounds of war can be healed,
No more of that.
but never hidden.
Another stress heal here. Okay, she's feeling a lot better now, at least. Never have to be worried about the gather the blood all that much. Sure. Once we get the bleed on both, we'll be in good shape here.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Spread it all around. And there you go.
Soothed. Sedated.
There you go, taken care of. Scary shit in here, man. Ooh.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Huh. That's pretty good. Damn, especially with its companion. We can find that. Thank you, Toasty. I don't have it unlocked! No! Why? How could I not have had that unlocked? Ah! Crap. Gah. Just dump it. A little underprepared in here, unfortunately. So let's keep it aggressive, I guess. Can't afford to give her the blood. We need to hang on to all of ours. Can't remember if she has any kind of positive interaction without it. That is the end of the road. All right. It's really crossing our fingers. I was literally just gonna say that we don't get a hunger activation. And of course. Don't bleed her. Okay, that's good. At least no disease there. Not worried about the possibility of that interaction again. So I seem to remember there being keys that we have to get, and I think in order to progress this way, we need to find the key from one of these areas. So that's what's keeping me heading these ways. I'm gonna wait until she's closer to wasting before we do that. It's always a very nice stress heal. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a torch for the accuracy bonus. I think we got plenty of those for now. This is a nice, easy hallway. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, these dudes are a step up. You gotta keep in mind too, this team is really not like as strong as they ought to be for this situation. We're a bit underpowered for this right now. So it makes sense that the Vestal's been having such a hard time with it. Oh, I don't know why I didn't rechange my party order there either. That was silly. Yeah, he needs to not be in the front spot. Oh, that's not good either. Fuck. That doesn't help. I think I'd rather just try to go for the kill there. Unfortunate. Nice dodge. Ugh. These guys with the bleeds, then the lower... My god, minus 40 dodge from that is unreal. Oh, this is bad.
Impressive.
Stun on the Vestal too. God. Stop it. Oh, I hate this. This might be dog treat time. But I think I should wait until I get him in a better position, and I think I just need to shuffle. But I guess I could just do this. Yeah, why not?
Precision and power.
Why not? Yeah, that's gonna keep happening, isn't it? Please don't do it to her again. Thank you, God. That's just they've been incessant with that. Oh boy. I have bandages for her. Depends on how fast she goes, I guess. That's both from the front dead, I think, actually, or at least very close to it. They are being assholes. This is ridiculous.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Please don't kill her. Oh, I hate it.
The ground quakes.
I think she's probably dead, unfortunately. Yeah.
This is no place for the weak or the foolhardy.
Man, well, things are going pretty damn well up to this point, I guess. Can take an L. Yeah, it's just so we're like I said, we're a little underprepared for this. We're not probably level 4s for the majority of the people that you take into this particular mission. These guys are not kind. Now we just got to get out of here before we lose anybody else.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Yeah, particularly bad to lose a Vestal, especially a level 3 one, but hopefully we can bring it back. We'll probably just get the hell out of here once we hit the next room. Yeah, it's rough. Death count so far, that'll be number 6. We had last one that brought us to 6 last time, but we thankfully managed to get a resurrect. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to recover from.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
All right. Well, at any rate. Live through that at least. Not a ton of progress, but
Wounds
something.
to be tended. Lessons to be learned.
I don't know actually if it saves the progress there. I'm not sure whether there's a threshold you're supposed to meet in there in order to save the progress. Maybe like one of the locked gates or something? I guess we'll find out.
Even these dirt-covered
Oh.
buildings have their uses. Put them to work.
Cool, a free building upgrade. I almost want to do that on the stagecoach just so we can get more people. I think I'm going to do that. That's for content. They gave us an upgrade for the content, and I'll take it. And there's a fresh Vestal. Sweet. We can do a pick me next time. That'll be good. So yeah. 10 deaths remaining. Here for the Bloodmoon campaign. Sad to lose another Vestal there, especially a veteran, but good progress otherwise. Great day. Good cops all day long. It was a fun time. I think we'll be ready to level some folks up and try that out again on Monday. Looking forward to that. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Appreciate the return to DD support. Thank you very much for the likes on the videos if you're watching over on youtube.com/BaerTaffy. Appreciate that a lot as well. I'll see you on Monday.